Hello everyone, it is Kenny aka Worthy Body, and today I'll be going over my back and biceps workout with you step by step what I did to get this wide back. And remember to subscribe because I post fitness videos weekly going over everything you need to know to get bigger, stronger, faster, all of that. So this is my favorite machine for lats. It's the Hammer Strength Lat Iso Row. You can do one arm at a time. Make sure you're doing this with intensity. You can see that I'm bracing with the other arm to make sure I can pull with as much force as possible, keeping my elbow very close to my body and also rowing with the intent to really squeeze that lat. This is gonna train the lat in a lengthened position, so it's gonna be very, very hard at the top of the movement, but it's also gonna have some good resistance at the bottom too. So this is basically like a full lat movement and I love it. It's a staple on my back days. Now we're moving on to the T-bar row, here. And look what I'm doing before I even start my set. I'm strapping up. There is no need to have tired forearms while you're training back for thickness. The first exercise for lats and for width, this one's going for the upper back, more thickness. So when I'm doing these movements, I have to use my straps to make sure I can row as much weight as possible and have great form. If you can see, I'm letting my back round forward here. Let it round forward at the bottom. It's gonna get a full stretch on that upper back and get a great squeeze. And once I can't perform any more reps, I'm gonna do even more reps with my lower to mid traps. And you'll see that in a second here. After I tire out, yes, right here, I'm just shrugging it back. It's like a upper back shrug, you could call it. And it is so difficult, and make sure that your traps are completely dead. Completely dead. That's why I love doing this. Now we're moving on to more of a lat biased row. I'm keeping my elbows close to my body. And look, if you notice in the previous clip, I'm letting my back round forward. Here, I don't really want to do that because once my back rounds forward, now I'm training all the upper back muscles. Here, I really just want to hit the lats and I want to get that width. So think of this as more of a row to get you wider, and there's other rows you can do to get you thicker. And if you understand how to row and the form used with it, you can really have very good back days. So know what you're doing here and it makes it way easier. So I'm hitting the lats in this direction. I don't want to get too much of a full range. That takes tension off the lats, and that's the only reason I do it. Kind of out of frame here, but you guys can see how small my waist is. Now we are moving into some pull-ups. I love pull-ups, and to be honest with you guys, my back is already dead. So I'm just banging these out. I only did one set here just to see what I could still do while I'm very fatigued. Everyone does pull-ups when they're full of energy, when they can really bang them out. I like doing them near the end of my workout to get more out of them and see what my back is really made of. Just doing as much as I can here. This is gonna hit a little bit of the lats, but more of the upper back. And now we're finishing up this workout with some biceps. Now, when you're training biceps, you really wanna keep that constant tension on them. If you go up too high, it actually takes tension off the biceps, and we don't really want that. You can do it, it's not a big deal, but I really look into the nitty gritty of my workout, so I try to make sure that I'm doing the most that I can. So I'm staying in the active range of motion, so the moment I don't feel anything on my biceps, I'm actually going in the opposite direction, either up or down. And that's the full workout, guys.